everything New Orleans Pelicans from a fan's perspective. $27 points, 5 rebounds. Welcome to Pelicans Flock Report, where I give you everything New Orleans Pelicans from a fan's perspective. I'm your host, D. Broussard. First things first, man, before I dive into the video, like always, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, the all new Pelicans Flock Report, where I give you everything New Orleans Pelicans from a fan's perspective. Shout out to everybody that's already subscribed. Man, I really appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for watching the videos and such. And as long as y'all keep on subscribing, I'm going to keep on dropping this content. Today, one of the main words that I've been hearing a lot since the hiring of Jamahl Mosley from both Joe Dumars and Jamahl Mosley is alignment. So, alignment, accountability, and results, question mark. Will Jamahl Mosley be able to get results from his coaching style and what he's expecting from this Pelicans team? Now, obviously, Jamahl Mosley brings a player-focused leadership style. And also, Jamahl Mosley has built a reputation for developing defensive, disciplined teams. Now, the only question mark with that is this current roster, as constructed, is not really a defensive team. And we saw that this past season as the Pelicans struggled a lot on defense. We had a lot of defensive breakdowns throughout the season. And I think that's why we lost a lot of games, because we just wasn't that good on defense. So can Jamahl Mosley get this current team to buy in to playing defense more than offense? And I think that he can, but I also think that there is going to have to be some retooling of this roster. The Pelicans are definitely going to have to make some moves and adjustments to get Jamahl Mosley the right group of guys that can fit into his play style going forward, and to get us to where we need to be to win as a basketball team. Now, of course, James Borrego was more offensively sound, more offense efficient. He started going with a small ball lineup to increase the offense a little bit, but we really suffered on defense. And I think that's why we lost a lot of games, because we just wasn't that good defensively. So with Jamahl Mosley as the head coach and him being a defensive coach, he made it clear in the press conference that he doesn't really care about offense. His main focus is defense. Now, the good thing for us, being that we do have a lot of talented offensive guys and players, I feel like we're going to be okay offensively. We just have to focus on the defense. And I think Jamahl Mosley is going to do a good job with getting us to focus on defense. Now, another thing, this guy's name has been coming up a lot. Trey Murphy, of course, his name has been mentioned a lot this past week with rumors, trade rumors, a lot of reports and things of that nature. I've already said before, man, I'm not really big on reports and rumors, because a lot of these guys who make up these rumors and reports, a lot of these guys don't even follow the Pelicans. They don't even watch the Pelicans. So they have no idea of what's going on with the Pelicans. And I think a lot of that is because, of course, the Pelicans haven't been the best team in the last couple seasons. So a lot of these guys, man, they don't really pay attention to us like that. So for them to say that, oh, this is going to happen or that's going to happen, I don't really buy into it. And a perfect example is the whole Rajon Rondo situation. Rajon Rondo was supposed to be the guy. It was a rumor that he was doing this, he was doing that. He already had the job, et cetera, et cetera. And when the news came out that Jamahl Mosley was going to be the head coach, everybody was disappointed and mad. So that's why I don't pay attention to rumors, because it's only rumors. So a lot of people have been talking about Trey Murphy getting traded. I've heard the Boston Celtics name mentioned. I've heard Golden State possibly. I've heard a lot of different teams. OKC Thunder name was mentioned as well. So, his name has been mentioned. So, in my personal opinion, I don't really feel like the Pelicans are going to trade Trey Murphy. I feel like Trey Murphy was definitely the top scorer for us this season. He had several 40-point games. He's gotten better on the defensive end of the floor, and he had a real stellar season this season for us. So, me, myself, personally, I wouldn't want to see Trey Murphy go or get traded. But at the same time, I'm kind of at this point as a fan, and I don't know how all the other fans out there feel, but I'm at this point with the Pelicans. I feel like whatever's going to work or whatever needs to be done for us to become a winning basketball team, I'm all for it. Whether that's trading Zion, trading Trey Murphy, trading Herb Jones, trading whoever. For us to compete, I feel like whatever needs to be done has to be done. I'm tired of us being mediocrity. I'm tired of us being at the bottom of the West. I'm just tired of us being the laughing stock of the NBA because, of course, I'm a Pelicans fan. This is my team. I want to see us win. I want to see us be in the playoffs, and I want to see us compete. And I feel like Joe Dumars, like I always say, I feel like he has a plan for this team, and he's shown this offseason or this beginning of the offseason that he plans on putting that plan in place whatsoever. Whether it's firing the staff, whether it's, getting in the right coach, whether it's trading people, whatever he needs to do to get get this team to look like what he wants it to look, he's willing to do it. So like I said, I don't believe that Trey Murphy's going to get traded, but if it was to happen, I definitely wouldn't be surprised. But I would say if we were going to trade Trey Murphy, I feel like we definitely have to get something back for Trey Murphy that's going to work out for us long term. Now, if Trey Murphy was possibly in a package going to Boston for a guy like Jaylen Brown, whose name has been mentioned as well as possibly being a Pelicans target. I feel like that would be a good deal, because you're getting a guy like Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is an all-star. He was the top scorer for the Celtics this season. Without Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown really carried the Celtics to me, in my opinion, this season. So, if you can possibly, get a guy like Jaylen Brown to be a New Orleans Pelican and you give away Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, maybe Eve Messi, and a pick to get Jaylen Brown, hey, man, I'm gonna be honest, I would hate to see those guys go, but the possibility of Jaylen Brown being on the Pelicans, I would love it. I'm gonna be honest, I really would love it. Now, will it happen? I'm not 100% sure on that. I really don't think it's gonna happen because the Celtics have always shown to be a very, very smart and strategic organization. I don't really think that they plan on trading Jaylen Brown. But hey, I can be wrong. There's really no loyalty in the NBA when it comes to organizations. So, they traded away um, Isaiah Thomas after he had a stellar season. So, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if they trade away Jaylen Brown. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Like I said, it's just rumors, reports. I don't buy into that type of stuff. But um, I do know that the Celtics still are in a win now mode. They're not looking to rebuild. They're in a win now mode. They want to get back to the NBA Finals. So I feel like they believe that Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are the two cornerstones of the team, and I think they want to keep that together. But I could be wrong, like I said. Um, and if that trade were to happen, it would give them some good pieces like a Trey Murphy, Herb Jones, Eve Messi. Those pieces would be good, I would say, for the Celtics. But the thing is, if we receive Jaylen Brown, we're still gonna have to build a team around the players that we have on the roster after that trade. And how we're gonna do that is gonna be the huge question mark. So um but like I said, this has been a huge topic this past week with Jaylen Brown and everything like that, man. And you know, I would love to see it. I'm sure a lot of the fans would love to see it. Um, but I'm not 100% sold on that actually happening. I'm really not. I'm just being honest, man. So, um, but hey, man, we're going into the off season. Like I said, Joe Dumars is looking to build something here. I think he's shown that thus far. I think he's made some good decisions so far, going into the off season, and I'm looking forward to seeing what we do, because, like I said, even if we don't make any trades, we're definitely going to have to retool the roster. We're going to have to find some guys that's going to fit Jamahl Mosley style, some more defenders, some more shooting. We need rebounding. We're lacking in the center position, so we definitely gonna have to try to fill those holes that we need to be filled before the start of next season. And of course, the NBA draft is coming up, so I'm not sure if the Pelicans are gonna be looking to trade back into the first round. I really don't think so, because you know there aren't many guys, I would say, that's kind of like eye popping to me in the first round, you know, and also with the Pelicans being on the two-time line thing, where you have Zion Williamson plus Trey Murphy. I mean, not Trey Murphy, uh, Jeremiah Fears and Derek Queen, kind of like on the the next generation timeline. I don't really think that they're gonna be looking to add another young piece to this team. I feel like the Pelicans are definitely in a win now mode. They're looking to win, they're looking to compete, and I feel like they would rather trade to get a veteran guy or just somebody that's been in the league for a couple years, rather than go after another young guy in the NBA draft. At first, I kind of thought they would, but as far as trading into the first round again, I thought they would, but now looking at it, just kind of studying all the moves that Joe Dumars has been making, I don't really think they're going to be looking to trade into the first round. I think they're going to make their selection in the second round, whoever that may be, and I think they're going to continue trying to find the right talent and the right pieces to win now, to become a competitive team next season. So, but yeah, man, that's it for me. Um, like always, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody that's already subscribed, man. As long as I can continue to hear, you know, rumors or just different things that's going on with the organization, I'm definitely gonna, drop some content, giving you guys my opinion on the situation, as they come about. So, like I say, man, Trey Murphy, don't really think that he's gonna get traded. If it were to happen, though, I would not be mad. The Jaylen Brown situation, don't really think that's going to happen as well, until it does happen, And then when it happens, then I ain't gonna lie, I'd be pretty excited about getting Jaylen Brown um, in a Pelicans uniform. I really would. But, we'll continue to pay attention to these things, pay attention to the organization and see what other moves they going to make, man. And, you know, that's it, man.